So what is good, y'all? I'm back in the video. So today I'm gonna explain about Fortnite when I go over my schoolwork. I'm not I'm doing it in school, but they got certain days that we go in or out of school. So I eat, but I'm hungry. But I'll take cool down because it's pretty freaking hot. But so today I'm explaining about the. So Apple started Apple has blocked Fortnite from mobile Apple Store, removing everybody's ability to install and update the game on iOS device. Well, while instructing Epic to remove the Epic direct payment feature, Apple is keeping high prices so they can collect 30% every payment, and is blocking Fortnite and in order to prevent Epic from passing on the savings from direct passing to you. Join the fight against Apple Store on social media with free Fortnite. Epic has taken legal actions on them to end Fortnite compatible restriction on mobile. Papers are available. The mobile device papers are available from and August 17th fillings. Epic remains available. Fortnite remains available on Fortnite, Xbox One, Nintendo, PC, Mac, GeForce Now, and Epic Games. Apple Epic Games on Android. Your account progression and purchases will remain available on these platforms because Apple has blocked your ability to update with Fortnite Season 4 release. You will not be able to play the season on iOS. Make sure you hold your voice with hashtag free Epic Game. Why can't I access on iOS? Apple is blocking the ability to get the latest update. All players should have a choice to payment. Providers save up to 20%. Apple wants to limit your payment choices. Join the fight against Apple. Hashtag Apple Social. Players who have downloaded iOS before can re-download the app. Check on the Apple Store. Click the Apple icon in the right corner. Click Purchase. Open the apps you have previously downloaded. Click the cloud or download button next to the Apple. I want to play on iOS. So I really want to talk about this because Escape Alpha 11. So what Fortnite's basically wanting you to do is to get rid of Fortnite on mobile, and it's a crappy mess, dude. Like, it's a mess. I'm starting to know what I need. But yeah, I would just say use your microphone wrap on. Sorry, y'all. So hashtag free Fortnite. It's very exhausting. It's around 11:42 a.m. 30:43. It's probably about 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock before I upload this. I'm exhausted. It's exhausting. I y'all can look in behind me. Well, y'all really can't, but it's trying to storm, but it won't. It can't. But when I'm doing this, I'll leave and record for y'all. I don't record as much as I used to on this. Like, I gotta start remembering so I gotta post this day, even though I don't want to post. So from now on, if y'all accept this, it probably Probably either iPhone videos or Fortnite on my PS4. Whatever y'all want. I even buy a PC. Tell me I got the money. I don't know my age then. I'm very starving now. So good though. What is something that I don't care. What guys want? No. Taco Bell. Yeah. Somebody what? Got 3 more things to do. I really don't want to do, but I have to. It's taking me all morning. It's, sorry, that was my sister, but so I'm sorry that I'm not showing my face, but the fact that I have so much homework to do, like schoolwork in general, like, cause all these other kids are doing schoolwork right now, I think. Or even what? Well, if I miss my quiz, homework, tell them you're not. Nah, they're done. They're going to restroom or work. So in this, I'm sorry that I'm not talking, but when I get this video started, I'll start talking about Fortnite.
This is how COVID-19 is spread. What? Through air currents potentially carrying microscopic droplets full of coronavirus. When we talk, breathe, or cough. We can see this thanks to an imaging technique that lets us peer into the invisible world of airflow. And using this same technique, we can see if masks really do help to stop the spread of coronavirus. Hey, smart people. Joe here. If you've been feeling confused about masks, what they do, what they don't do, whether or not you should wear one, I hope this video will help. And since I'm all by myself at the moment, I don't need to wear this. Or this. This is Matthew Staymates, a fluid dynamicist and mechanical engineer at the National Institute of Standards and Technology. And while stuck at home, he turned his garage into a lab. Using a technique called Schlieren imaging, he captured some incredible images of a world that's normally invisible to our eyes. If you've ever seen wavering distortions above a hot road, that fluttery mirage happens because different temperatures and densities of air bend light in different ways, like a fluid lens. And when we talk, warm air streams out of our mouths, waiting to see the colder air around us. A Schlieren setup lets us see these tiny differences.
Yeah.
A narrow source of light is bounced off a
And what I want to
concave mirror
drink it is a
towards
pineapple
camera,
slush.
with a thin metal blade blocking some of the focused light. As that light interacts with air in the space between, it's bent in ever so slightly different ways, creating shadows and bright spots in the final image. And as you can see this medium from infrared potassium, it lets us see everything from the helium coming out of a balloon to heat rising off of a candle.
I'm sorry, y'all. That's my sister
At
again.
250 frames per second, it shows us exactly why masks work to slow airborne infection. Now, it's important to remember that we can't see viral particles in these images. They're too small. But the viruses are carried on that breath just like a river carries fish. In fact, an individual viral particle is smaller than the weave of most fabrics. So, why does this work? Well, masks help in two interesting ways. First, it's important to understand that viruses don't float around alone. They fly out in droplets of moisture. Most droplets are heavy enough that they fall within 2 meters or so, but any person or object within that distance can get bathed in virus. And without a mask, some of those droplets can evaporate into super tiny particles of infection that can float on air currents far from your mouth or nose. And these micro droplets are extremely hard for any mask to filter out. But with a mask on, in the warm, humid space between your mouth and the mask, those larger droplets don't have time to evaporate, and they can be captured by common fabrics. If it feels hot and humid in here, that means it's working. And the second way that masks work is that any droplets that do get through now have less momentum. The air currents disperse in eddies and swirls instead of flowing away in streams, which means droplets won't travel as far. So, which mask is the best mask? If it seems like recommendations change all the time, that's because doctors and scientists know more now than they did months ago. And y'all look at y'all now than they do today.
Y'all go look at my boy True. TRUTH.
Exactly how science is supposed to work.
I'll leave this thing down in
Whether
the
you're using a
description.
bandana, an N95 mask, or a cloth mask you sewed at home, they all still have a lot of droplet blocking power.
Better,
but
who's a better?
That mask has to fit. This is almost like not wearing a mask at all. A mask that's too tight or has too many thick layers can actually force more air out the sides. A good test is to see if you can blow out a candle through your mask from about 1 foot away. These Schlieren images are clear evidence that masks are effective, but the best science relies on multiple lines of evidence. Here's an experiment that we did with someone talking through a sheet of laser light, illuminating all of the micro droplets released as we speak. With a mask, those droplets are all caught. And this microbiologist sneezed, sang, talked, and coughed over petri dishes. A simple mask blocked nearly all of the germs, and even though this experiment detected bacteria and not viruses, they both leave our airway in the same respiratory droplets. It should be pretty clear to you now why masks work.
So I actually should be 7 feet away instead of 6 feet away.
Links down in the description. But really, the most important question is, why should you wear a mask? You know, it's often said that masks aren't to keep you from getting sick, but to keep you from getting others sick. Wearing a mask can dramatically reduce the chance of spreading COVID. But that's a strange thing to think about, because you might think, well, I'm not sick. I've got a strong immune system, so I don't need to wear this. But we know that COVID-19 can go undetected. And almost half of infections may come from people who don't show symptoms. That could be you, or it could be the person next to you. And if it is, wouldn't you want them wearing a mask? They probably feel the same way about you. And masks won't stop the pandemic on their own. They're best used in combination with other safety measures like hand washing and physical distancing.
I swear. Another one. Wait, what was the code of this one? So, the thing about Fortnite, I'm sorry. It's a long video, but basically, Fortnite's trying to delete Fortnite Mobile. But when you're willing, so what Fortnite doing? Get on Fortnite, and then you be stuck in season 3. Yeah, but I know. If I had to get all this crap done, I probably won't want my dad today just because I'm not feeling too good and I don't have corona. But I'm really toxic, you know I'm toxic. Here's Madison. She does not. It's just weird seeing my sister drive a daggone mom's car, like a mom's minivan, but a Tahoe.